Why do women feel they need permission to be unapologetically themselves? What would the world look like if kingdom women rose boldly and fully into their God given influence? Unapologetically bold kingdom women can transform their lives, their families, and the world by stepping fully into their God given potential. The other day, I saw a post on my friend Debbie's Facebook timeline that stopped me in my tracks. It said, "Due to personal reasons, I will be shining brightly and unapologetically for the foreseeable future." Immediately, my heart lit up. I commented, "Debbie, I love this and I'm stealing it." And I did. What happened next was incredible. I posted it, and within hours, women were commenting, sharing, and reposting. They were saying the same things to me that I said to Debbie. I started seeing it pop up everywhere, and it made me smile because I knew that it was resonating. It's like we were finally given permission to be who we are. But then it hit me. Why are we, as women, craving this permission? Do you know why? Why do we need a reminder to be bold and unapologetic? Do you know? And what would happen if kingdom women just didn't share a post, but actually lived this message every single day? Wow, could you imagine? Can you imagine what the world would look like if every kingdom woman stood boldly in her God-given identity, unapologetically and unstoppable? Families would thrive, communities would thrive. Communities would be transformed and businesses would grow, not just in profit, but in purpose and impact. We wouldn't be waiting for permission anymore. We'd be claiming the authority that God has already given us. And that's what this is about. Owning your potential, not hiding, not hesitating, but shining brightly for His glory. That's what becoming a woman of influence is all about. Let me share something with you. When I posted Debbie's words, it wasn't just a declaration. It was a conviction that we, as kingdom women, have been dimming our light for far too long. And it's time to stop. It's time to second guessing. Stop shrinking back and stop apologizing for the influence God has placed in our hands. Why do women feel this way? Women often feel they need permission to step boldly into their calling because of the lies that we have believed for so long, right? I am not enough. I don't want to come across as too much. Who am I to lead, to succeed, to stand out? But these are not God's words. These are the enemy's lies, destined to keep us small, silent, and stuck. Let me ask you something. Have you ever held back because you were afraid of what others might think? Afraid of being judged or criticized? Afraid of failing? I know I have. But here's the truth. You are not called to blend in. You are called to rise up. If we're going to live unapologetically bold lives, it starts with 3 key steps. Know who you are. Your identity isn't in your job, your bank account, or even in your successes. Your identity is rooted in Christ. You are His daughter, chosen and set apart. When you own this truth, you stop looking for validation from the world because you already have it from your Father. Let go of the lies. Recognize the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, whether it's fear of failure, imposter syndrome, or the belief that you are not good enough. It's time to replace those lies with God's truth. His truth says, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. His truth says, you are more than a conqueror. Romans 8:37. His truth says, I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Jeremiah 29:11. So take bold action. Live unapologetically bold. And it isn't about perfection. It's about obedience. It's about stepping out in faith even when you feel fear. It's about doing the things that God has called you to, even if it scares you. It's about overcoming the enemy and his lies, the lies that are keeping you stuck. Isn't that what our main purpose is? To subdue the earth? Start small if you need to. Speak up in that meeting. Share your story. Launch that business. Write the book. Whatever it is, take the first step. Because when you move, God moves. And when people see you living unapologetically and glorifying God, they are going to want to seek out the God that you serve. The impact, what happens when kingdom women rise? When you rise boldly, you don't just change your life, you change the world around you. Your family sees it, your community feels it, and you inspire other women to rise with you. Imagine the ripple effect of one woman stepping fully into her God-given potential. Now imagine a movement of women doing the same. That's how we change the world. So today I want to challenge you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop dimming your light. It's time to own your potential, step into your calling, and shine unapologetically. Let's start a movement of bold, confident kingdom women who transform lives, families, and community for God's glory. If this message resonates with you, comment below with "I'm ready," and let's rise together. Because when we kingdom women rise, the world changes. And sister, it is time. Let's shine.